Hey y'all, welcome back. I am coming on to do another layout, play along with the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. It is for July 2023, and I'm using the Journey Limitless kit. It is full of this Paper Rose Company product. I mean, there's all kinds of product, but this is such a new company to me that I think is super, super fun. So what I'm gonna do from this piece, this is Stay Wild Bee. I'm gonna cut out this compass, the word adventure, and I think Born to Wander. I really like them for die cuts. I like that strong, strong, strong black. So I'm going to do that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut out most of this map right here and pop it onto this piece. So I'm hoping that it goes well. I'm hoping. Ooh, that is a gorgeous tone. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop it onto this, but I also want to double map my layout. So it's going to look just like that. And of course, I'll gut the insides, all of that kind of thing, because it's fabulous and you don't want to waste any of it. It's gorgeous. So I've got some homework to do. Oh, let me show you my photo. This photo of my son and Nick, and yeah, they were up a tree. They sure were. I thought it's cute and it's fun. So that's what I have to start with. I'm going to find a scrap of white cardstock to mat this with, just so it pops a tiny bit. And I'll meet you right back here. The other thing I didn't tell you is, you guys see this gorgeous cut file? I'm going to cut out the little camper area and I'm going to back it. And I think that the back of the cut file is going to be a shaker pocket. I think that'd be super, super cute. And the rest, you know, I'll make so cute. But isn't that fun? I think it's so cute. Okay. Just thought I'd show you. It's adorable. So I'm going to back that, you know, with goodies from the kit, and I have all of this other homework to do. I'm not going to make you watch me gutting paper, because I'm pretty sure you guys know how to gut paper. Well, maybe, sorry, I hit something. All right, so that's my background. I want to make sure that I do the right papers. So, you know, when you gut a paper, of course, take off your, well, let's see. Let me just go ahead and go in and gut it like this. I have to take off the branding strip and all of that, of course, and see what size I want these things to be. But I love to bring in parts of the paper that I've gutted to map my photo. I think it makes it pop. Or, you know, I might be back in some of my cut file with it or whatnot. I like it on more than one spot of the paper. So that right there is what I meant by gutting my paper. So I have pretty good traction. I've cut out my pieces. I decorated my cut file with papers from the kit. Isn't that cute? Love the little shaker. Fun, fun, fun. So this white strip, this cut file is pretty skinny, the white parts of it. So I just went ahead and trimmed my foamy bits in half, and it works perfectly. You bend them, create the cut file. It's fun. Even use kind of a torn piece of scrap white cardstock because, hey, you don't see the torn bits. It's perfect. All right, so what I want to do, I'm going to pop my map up on some kind of foam. I know that we might lose Australia. It's looking likely. But I want to try out this Nuvo expanding mousse. It reads, add a textured distress 3D effect using a heat tool. So I want to try that out. I'm going to go ahead. I know this is where my photo is going to go-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and, do this little wood bit behind it. Now, it's not all going to be seen because I'm going to have the photo on top. It's totally fine. Oh, I was looking for my... Guys, I wish I could get a pack of these kind of plastic spatulas. I don't need the whole pack. I just need that pack. All right, so I want it here, and I want parts of the photo to stick out. So I'm really concentrating on like the outsides of it, and you know, whenever it shows, that's great. So if we have that there, let's get our world involved again. Sorry, Australia. Things are not going to be going that well for you, just letting you know. In fact, let's just go ahead and do the unthinkable. Oh, let's have some dogs bark. There we go. So it's going to be a little bit more like that once I get my cut file on. All right, so let's do this. Let's get some of this expanding mousse out. I know I have to hit it with a heat tool, so I'll do that in just a second. Okay, so the texture is even a little bit different than, which should, because it's a different product. So the texture is different from what I am used to with Nuvo. Let me get a smear on here, and I'll come back in just a second, and we'll hit it with the heat tool and see what we think. Now, I'm not trying to make this perfect because perfect does not happen. Guys, it's going to be a little loud because I have a vintage heat tool. But let's see what, oh, isn't that cool? All right, let's see what the heat part does. Let's see, and guys, deal with it being loud just for a second. We are going to see if there's any kind of magic involved. I mean, it's gorgeous and pretty, and it did a really nice, smooth, stencil-y design. I love that look. Now, we're not going to see all of it, remember. All right, let me keep going. Okay, so I have it slightly dry, and now we're starting to get that texture where it puffs. See? We're getting the puff. So very cool. So I'm going to finish it up. I know it's super loud, and I will show it to you in a hot second. Definitely have really great texture from that, guys. It's so cool. All right, so I still have to mat up my photo. I have to put these little pieces up on dimension. This already has dimension because it's a shaker. So that's just what happens there. Now I have these 3 pieces cut just because I loved like the strong graphic vibe from them. So I'm going to work that out. I get a little excited. Now I also have a bunch of these pieces cut, which are going to be perfect little pieces from the cut apart sheet. Not the cut apart sheet. What's it called? Hold on. Let me get it. From this. It's beautiful. Love it. It is fantastic. So if I have to cut any other little bits out, I will. But let me layer up a bunch of things and we'll see where we're going with this layout. Got our base down, and now what I want to do is go ahead and get lots of mats onto, ooh, the wood grain is so perfect with the trees. Lots of mats for my photo. And I'm just going to mat with all kinds of scraps because that's what I prefer to mat with. I like to use the scraps first, and then, you know, if I have to, I'll cut into a new one. But I mean, eventually they all get cut into. This stuff's pretty. So I'm going to get some mats, pop it up on some foam, and then start tucking in all of my gorgeous little P13 pieces. I think they're fab. Look at that hat. So cute in the camera. Okay. So excited. I'm going to get these things all popped up. This is all stuck down. This is nicely puffed up. It's such a good texture. And then, yeah, we'll start doing some tucking. Guys, I love this wood kit cut from the a la carte section of the store. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's intricate. It's got like the best wood grain finish. I know it's a wood cut, but so pretty. Love that. And I'm using it as a cluster base because I can. So I have the view there for one of my titles. My second title is Time for an Adventure. Then I told you guys how much I like this hat for whatever reason. I think it's so cute. And just go ahead and pop that up. It's all just going to be part of whatever that cluster is. I cut out this little tree here. I'm there in a tree, so I cut out a tree. It's done. From that P13 paper, I have Time for an Adventure here. I want to make sure to leave some of this stencil showing because I love. And then I also have these nice little fern pieces, and I'm only going to put some adhesive on the base of them so that they can kind of stick up. Just a little bit more greenery in this party. I'm using art glitter glue that I got from the website, from the store. This glue is fabulous. Fabulous. So I can have these little guys stick up. Just like I said, just adding, I want to stick that in more. Just a little bit more, let me put down the glue. A little bit more greenery sticking up because my photo is totally based around some guys hanging out in a tree. There we go. All right, so I've got that. Don't know why I'm faffing around so much. I just like my little pokey guys. Okay, I have that up there. And now I do have, let me get my tip put back in there. I've got this, and it's light blue. I have light blue in my sequins. So wondering, like, do I put their names on here? What do I do? So I have an N. Do I have an ampersand? Oh, I do. So I could, in theory, just put their initials for Nick and Justin, N and J. Cute. And look at, they're so little. Do I put it on here? Or does it get kind of lost? Maybe in the tree, like Nick and Justin sitting in a tree. And yes, I know the next part. I'm just being silly. Okay, let's see. So I think they were celebrating my daughter's best friend's birthday, and they went to, we live in an area that has all kinds of wooded everything. It's just how it is. And they went and celebrated her birthday. There, you know, sand volleyball was going on, and it was a walking distance, which was really nice. And there's a beach there and all of that kind of stuff. Now I handled these a lot, so I think I might come in with just a little liquid adhesive to keep them tacked on. Then I still want to see if I have a place for these things. These, oh shoot, I like it behind those my ferns. So I'm going to use liquid adhesive. I'm going to make a hot mess underneath my little fern guys and put that under there. Don't know why, but I liked that touch of black. Even though you're not seeing everything. All right, let me hold it down for a second. I liked that. Okay, that totally worked. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna get some liquid adhesive down. I have this sequin mix, which is stunning to go with this. I'm going to get some sequins sprinkled around, but I also wanna see if there's any other pieces in here, but they have to be on the little side because I've got, ooh, like this little camera. I wish the lens was facing the other way. Maybe right there, because I like the way it's facing. It might break up the green of this map if I put it between. Yep. Okay, I'll do that. Look at the itty bitty guitar. Nick does play guitar, so I might just be able to get a little bit more of that yellow tone in there. Okay, I like that. A few sequins, I'm gonna be happy. Probably a couple sequins up there, and I'm going to show you guys my finished layout. Okay, so I'm pretty darn happy with this. I just have a few sequins to sprinkle around, but I thought I'd show you where I am. I realized I want to put a little sequin doorknob right there because how fun. Guys, pretty much it's all about the little camper. I love it. Love it. And then I ended up putting those 3 pieces that I cut out. I ended up having really nice little spots I can tuck them into. We can see the wordy bits. They're there. They're bold. We've got that graphic kind of black kind of vibe with it. So I really, really like that. That's my point. A few sequins to put on, and then I will show you my finished layout. So I grabbed my Oaky Bear Blue Shimmers paint, and I decided I wanted to just do a little bit of light mixed media paintiness here and there around the page. Don't really know why, aside from the fact that I do love this paint color and we don't have enough navy in our crafting. So I thought it might be fun to just do almost like a halo around some of this product. Anywhere I can kind of get up and under there without disturbing it too much, I thought would be fun. So how pretty is that? Just a little something. Now some of it might bleed through. I'm trying not to make it like too watery. Even around my sequins, because why not? I have them on there. And then probably do a little bit of splatters as well. But I think it's fun just to add a little something. I have this beautiful mixed media stuff, and I want to see how it's reacting with this paper that's got that little bit of a sheen on it. But look at how cool this is. Where the gray is, it's separating. How cool is that? So that's fun. I always like to see how things react. You know, like the mixed media goodies. How are you going to react with what you have beneath it? So just a little bit of light something around it. Going through, telling my story, all of that. So I was supposed to show you what this looked like right when I was done with putting a couple sequins on, but then I was like, ooh, look at the Oaky Bear Blue. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit more, then I'll come back and show you. So I've been going around getting lots of splatters with the Oki Bear Blue. I'm gonna hit it with some white paint. I don't know if I'm gonna use craft paint, what kind of paint. And then I have to let it dry a little bit so I can show you the layout. I somehow, guys, I used my mixed media box. I still somehow slathered my area with paint. I am a hot mess when I create. It's a whole thing. Okay, almost done. And I still have to trim out this little area there that I had cut out. So I have a few things to do before I show you the finished layout, but it is coming together nicely. And I always tell you guys, I'll have all the links down below for the website, for the Facebook group, the blog, all that kind of stuff. But let me get some splatters on here, let it dry, and I'll be back in a minute. This is just protecting my photo, if you wonder what I have going on there. This is drying, almost dry, all of that, but how fun. So I just hit it with a little bit of white paint on top of the Oki Bear Blue for some variation. I like doing the multiple colors when it's wet because you get a little mixa. Now, if you have warm and cool colors, you might want to wait for one of them to dry, but I didn't. So that's what I have for this. I'm gonna have some still shots to follow, guys, and I will see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye for now. Still shots right there.